So based off our readings from Gonrick's Cartoon of the Universe, How Are the Laws of Manu, and the Book of Han, reflections of the societies that produced them. Well, in classic India, we don't see so much emphasis in the excerpt from Laws of Manu about the position of women in the caste system. We do see the forbidden inter-class marriage to keep the class structures organized and put boundaries on to whom men could marry. But we don't necessarily see women as like this inferior as we did in the excerpt of early China. However, Gonrick explains on page 45, and within the caste, what was the position of women? As mothers, of course, they were valued. Everyone loves her own mother. But daughters were a net minus. The bride's family paid for her wedding, which had to be lavish. Daughters were expensive. A wife was not supposed to call her husband by name, look him in the eye, or walk beside him. And widows were considered bad luck. In fact, it was good form for widows just to jump into her husband's cremation. So we see women again as inferior. However, the laws of Manu don't really reflect that. So it just kind of disregards women in general. And in ancient China, so the basis of these sage kings was said to keep the distribution equal so that there would be no poverty, and the harmony so that there would be tranquility, and that the government can prevail. So the sage kings made these double-walled towns that were what seems to be set up to have more of a communal style living conditions, in which marketplaces would open up for circulation of goods between the different social groups. But in actuality, after reading Gonrick's interpretation, the marketplaces were places where people were prosecuted. Anyone who crossed one of the emperors was executed there, and this brought wealth to the marketplaces for the merchants to sell goods. And we don't really